Hello and welcome to Connect Sunday. It's a video that's going to help you prepare for Mass and also look at the Sunday Gospel together. So it's the 22nd Sunday of Ordinary Time and we are back looking at Mark's Gospel after our few weeks looking at John. We also have the Assumption in there as well, but we are back looking at Mark's Gospel because it's Year B, and Year B is when we look at Mark's Gospel. So we're looking at Mark chapter 7, verses 1 to 8, 14 and 15, and 21 to 23. Now that's a bit complicated, isn't it? Sometimes we miss out a few little verses when we're looking at the Sunday Gospel. So I'll put some links below to some readings that you can find where it has it all in one place. And this week we have Father David helping us to reflect on our Gospel passage.
Hey everyone, and it's great to be with you today. And this is probably something that we're all very familiar with, isn't it? Hand soap. Yes, because we've been living with this virus for the last year and a half. But when you wash your hands, all of that soap and water gets rid of the virus. So we've all been washing our hands like mad over the last year and a half. My hands have never been cleaner. Well, 2,000 years ago, the Pharisees used to wash their hands a lot as well. Not because they were trying to get rid of a virus, but because they wanted to keep themselves nice and clean before God, which is kind of a good thing, yeah? But today in the Gospel, Jesus says to them that there's no point in having clean hands if your heart is not in the right place. And that is so true, isn't it? What's the point in washing our hands to try and please God when our heart is not in the right place before Him? It's not that cleaning your hands is a bad thing, it's just that it's not what matters most. What matters most is what's in our heart. That matters far more than anything on the outside. Now, the thing is, it's really easy to read that gospel and think, oh, that was their problem. That was something that they were doing wrong. But that doesn't mean anything for me. But oh my goodness, I think it means a lot for us today. Because we can all fall into that trap of thinking that actually it's the stuff on the outside that matters most of all. Maybe we try and say certain things or prayers or maybe we do certain things just to give the appearance that we're a good Christian, a good disciple of Jesus. But actually, the gospel says today that no, that is not stuff on the outside that matters at all. It's what's on the inside. And I think that is a big challenge to us all, but it's also really good news. We don't have to be obsessed and we don't have to be too worried about what's on the outside, because it's what's on the inside that matters most. God looks at the heart, and that is wonderful news indeed.
Okay, it's time for our question of the week, and this week we've had a question sent in by Elliot, and the question is, why did God create creatures that harm humans, e.g. tigers? This is a really great question, and the beginning of my answer is a little bit like my dinosaur answer from a few weeks ago, if you saw that one. So then I said, why did God create dinosaurs? And part of my answer was that God created everything to show us something of God, okay? Because we can look at the beauty of creation and see the goodness and the truth of God in creation. We can look at a tiger and see the beauty and the goodness of God. So don't think God created tigers to harm humans. Now, I don't see very many tigers walking down my high street. I live in a pretty safe town. There aren't any tigers. I'm not worried about tigers. If I saw a tiger in the wild, I would be quite scared, because a tiger is going to be living out its tigerness. And what do tigers do? They are strong, they're powerful, and they need to eat. So if they saw me, they wouldn't be thinking, oh, there's a human, I'm not going to eat them. They'd be thinking, there's some food, I'm going to eat that person over there, because I'm being a tiger, it's what tigers do. So if a tiger did eat me, it would be pretty tragic. I wouldn't be very happy about it. My family wouldn't be very happy about it. But the tiger isn't actually evil for eating me. A tiger is just doing what tigers do. So God didn't create a tiger to harm humans. He didn't create other creatures that we might think are bad or scary or dangerous to be dangerous, bad or scary. What else can they show us about God? What can they show us that is good about God? Because let's take something else that I can see in my garden, like wasps. Now, I don't like wasps, they bother me, I don't want them to sting me, and I'd really rather they went away. Sometimes I might think, why did God create wasps? They're just annoying. But wasps are a part of creation, and there's something else in God's creation that really needs wasps, because they're going to be part of a food chain, aren't they? So if we take out all the wasps, then something is not going to have something to eat. And there's other parts of God's creation that wasps might help out with that I don't understand, because I'm a human and I'm not God, and I didn't create the universe. God knows what he is about, and everything that God has created is good. So tigers are good, but if I'm in the wild and I meet one, it's going to do what tigers do. That would be very unfortunate, but it wouldn't be evil. I hope that answers your question. And so if you've got a question, please send it to me at colorandshapeonline@gmail.com and we will find you an answer. So don't forget to head over to the colorandshapeonline.com website, where you'll find more resources to really help you get into the theme each week. There's discussion questions, creative ideas, intercession ideas, Spotify playlists, a liturgy plan if you're praying together at home. So head over there, find those things, and I will see you next week.